All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us and welcome to another edition of the Corona Cup. This is Idea Squadron. You know, you're here. Thank you for being here and watching. Joining me today in the commentary booth, we have Rob Pettit. Rob, say hello
Hey,
to everybody.
hey, everybody.
All right, so tonight we're going to be bringing you a game. We got Jax McCullough versus Blake Garcia. I want to say Garcia. We'll figure it
Blake,
out.
Blake.
We'll call him Blake, because that's his name. So we got a droid swarm on Blake's side, and we got the three U-Wings and Jan Ors being played by Jax over here. So an interesting matchup. The droids, pretty self-explanatory. We've seen those. Duncan Howard made those fairly popular, especially after that last system open. The U-Wings, though, not really seeing those a lot outside of the hyperspace tournaments. Rob, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, they're a solid ship. Just all around stat lines are good guns. They've got their ability, which is really nice. I see a lot of problems for it though, especially those Discord missiles. Once he hits with those, it's not coming off.
Yeah, that is very true. Unless he can somehow block it, onto a rock or onto another one of his ships somehow that has to be behind.
Yeah,
The question is, if he rotates, do they come off?
I don't know. I feel like this is a question I've asked months ago.
I think so. I remember discussing this when it was, system
This
open
is like a
time.
it's like a Casey or Christian kind of question. They would know.
So because the bases are not perfectly square, I do think they would come off because they would no longer be overlapping them if they turned at a
Right.
90-degree angle. But if they turned at a 180-degree angle, you can, well, yes, because you can be touching without overlapping.
I feel like we may
Oh,
need to do some Googling for that because it's going to come up, like
yeah, if
no
you would
doubt.
do that, and I'll do some shout outs here.
All right.
Anyone out in the chat that knows, you know, let us know. But you try and look that up while they're finishing their setup here, and I'll make a few announcements. So, as always, I want to make a giant shout out to the 512 out of Austin for putting this whole thing together. Thank you guys so much. Also, big shout out and thank you for having me on the podcast last week, or actually, it was this week on Monday. If any of you out there have not heard that, please go check it out at 512 Podcast on Facebook, or if you go to the Idea Squad Facebook, we have it linked there as well. You'll also get some information about our TTS Online Summer League. So please check that out, and hopefully you'll join us for the Summer League. It should be a lot of fun. We're getting prizes coming in and building it up, so now we are awesome.
We are awesome.
Yep, so we're working on getting some alt art cards made for it. They'll have a secret theme, they'll all kind of be similar. Looks like we have someone who just wrote us in an answer. Oh, no, that was you looking.
Oh,
My
that's
bad.
me looking. Yeah.
All right. So looks like they're just about set up here. You got Blake down there in the bottom right corner. Jack starting out on the top. He's going to want to have some room there with Jan Ors to build up those focus tokens on that Moldy Crow. Um, Other than that, the Leia in the list is going to be a main strong point. And Jan Ors being able to bump one of those shots up to 4 dice or 5 dice at range one, definitely going to be able to
That
punish
is
one of
nice.
the one of those vultures for sure.
So how do you think Jackson's opening needs to be? Because he has a lot of debris, a lot of obstacles in his side and his corner.
He's going to go slow, and I think try and keep him in a sort of square formation, or maybe with a three in front and Janors in back. I think he's going to. That one gas cloud right there, right in front of yellow, may cause him a little bit of grief, but he also may just ignore it because it's a
He's
gas
gonna have
cloud.
to bunny hop that.
Yeah, so. But I think we're going to see Janors maybe do a stop here, or just a one forward, and then the green U-Wing is
I
going
would
to
think do
turn in
two
behind.
forwards.
I think he's going to want to keep Jan Ors in the back. But
Yeah.
he's going to come right up that left side of the board, and it looks like the way we're looking, Blake's going to come right up, across his side of the board,
Yeah,
which
which is
means they'll
surprising.
meet.
I probably would have thought he would want to go halfway down, then turn in, so he's got rocks to kind of help protect him and to sit on.
Yeah, he does have those struts, which is also weird that he didn't bring three rocks because you can get bigger sizes.
Yeah. What
But
did he bring? The
he
debris
brought the
field
debris field
and
and
two
then
rocks. Okay.
two rocks. So we're gonna see one forward, probably another one forward from green there. Make sure your ship doesn't drag along your shield tokens when you're moving.
So one thing he's going to need to kind of keep an eye out for is which ones actually have struts. Um, I've played against these a few
Mm-hmm.
times, and being an opposing player, you can kind of get mixed up and confused with, well, did they have struts? And
Mm-hmm. So it looks like he went ahead and stopped with Janors, did a one forward with green. Puts him in kind of a weird spot there with green. I think he should have started green maybe a little bit farther away so he could, two turn next time and be right there in that gap. But we'll see kind of what
he's
we're
got
looking
plenty
at
of
here.
room. He's fine.
Hmm. All right, so this is
Now,
another one of those games we're gonna have a lot of anticipation, and then it's gonna once it starts shooting, it's gonna be bloody.
with a setup like this,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things you have to ask yourself is, am I going to end up jousting anyway?
I
So
absolutely think you are.
if you end up jousting, why not just go for the joust to begin with in a more favorable position where you're not having to turn, especially with large base ships like this, where you may end up bumping, losing actions.
Well, I
Because
think Jax
potentially,
needed to build. He needs to build up Jan Ors for one, and he doesn't want
oh,
to joust as much as Blake wants to joust. I think, or Blake is more. We are going to
eh,
joust.
I mean, he could wipe out two ships, maybe three, if he
Mm-hmm.
was very lucky.
Yeah.
Like on a, you know,
Mm-hmm.
PS kill three of these drones if he's lucky.
I would say two is probably still very favorable.
Yeah,
But he also wants to just catch. If Jax can only catch two of them, say at range three with all of his ships, or maybe catch four of them and kill two of them before they shoot, that would be ideal for sure.
yeah. But like stopping with Jan, she's not building up any focus tokens, so
But she's gonna
I,
have now. She's gonna do greens, and I think that was more of setting up his initial block rather
yeah,
than rather than
because it's going
building
to be
up.
two turns before they get into combat. So
At
you're
least
really only going to get the one built.
he may just five straight again and then set up for a one hard because he wants to face him in that sort of horizontal block where he has a front of four.
Yeah.
So what he's going to do, he's going to stop with all of them and rotate with the green one there, which they have it built into the dial now. So there is his block that
Oh,
he
that's
wants.
nice.
See, that was why I was thinking he would try and two turn him, but there you go. So there's the one focus,
Okay.
and he's
Yeah.
going to have stress on all the other ones.
Well, he's going to have to be careful about this gas cloud.
It
Doesn't
doesn't
want to get
matter
caught.
really because if he does, he's going to do probably a one forward, and then he'll be on the gas cloud. He'll take a strain, and then he'll do a blue, and it'll be before they get into combat. So won't be super important. Yeah, I would be quite certain that Blake is going to do a straight maneuver. Oh, we did not start the time.
Well, we're at 55 minutes on their clock.
All right. So let me say I can change this to be 55 minutes and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Synchronized.
Is this a list that Blake has played through the entire tournament?
I do
Just
not
that.
know. I know we had a couple of CIS swarms at the start. Not sure if this is what he was on. I know Jax did change his list. He was playing Dash Lando before.
Right.
So something to consider too is those bombers being kind of spread in their formation the way they are. They were not able to do a blue or white five straight, so they ended
Yeah.
up taking stress for it. Ooh, and now we're gonna see some breaking off. I wonder if he's gonna break off a couple and they're gonna go try and land on those rocks.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to shift his entire formation.
All right, it does look like we have an answer here to the buzz droids and the U-wings. The U-wing does not move through or overlap the buzz droids, so they don't relocate, but the U-wing should still be at range 0 and take a crit. So there is the answer to that question. So this is an interesting move here. I guess he's thinking that he will be able to blindside a bunch more than, or it's easier for him to come in that gap rather than Jax to turn his whole swarm. But this is kind of ideal for Jax, I would say, because he's going to go forward here, and then he's able to too hard, and he might only hit. He might hit 4 of them, maybe 6 of them before they're able to turn around. Or turn to the right, rather. Because their banks, or they don't have good banks on them. The droids have a strange dial like that.
Right.
Hey, thank you, Hollywood Tanker. We appreciate you following. Oh, and we actually picked up another couple followers when we were offline. So let me replay their animations. Thank you,
Make sure you add a very loud noise to it as well.
And Alamo Squadron, thank you guys as well. Oh, trying to replay your... There we go. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate the follows. I'm going to take this time while they're setting those dials to remind you, if you have Amazon Prime, please feel free, and we would greatly appreciate it. If now it's going to play a bunch of times, I bet. But it costs you nothing to subscribe to us via Prime, but it does kick us a couple bucks, and we greatly appreciate all the support that we can get. Yep, it's going to keep playing. And you'll unlock these awesome light bulb emojis. So we're working on making better ones, but currently that's what we got. Oh god.
Beggars can't be choosers.
It's going to keep playing.
So this next engagement, I think Blake is going to have some issues. This Techno Bomber Union 2, I don't think he's going to have a shot. Drone 5, possibly not.
Yeah, and Jax is in a good spot to catch just a few of them, which is ideal, because if you can get anything less than 8 shots coming back on you, you're probably not going to lose a ship.
So what are you thinking for Blue Squadron Scout 2? What's his move? One bank?
Man, I think he's got to too hard, I think, because he can't stop and rotate. Why would you too hard?
Then you're going to have everything.
But they're all going to be pointing the other direction. So they're going to be pointing, if they go straight, I do think they're going to go straight forward.
1 banks, 2 banks.
I don't think they would bank. But you could do, you're right, you could do a 1 bank, but you risk, I guess it's no risk to it. 1 bank yellow and green, and maybe 2 bank red to come in and around the outside. But then red probably isn't getting a shot, so
yeah,
you want to try and keep them in your cool block. That gas cloud there is really going to cause an issue, though.
Yeah, I was hoping Jackson would have gone a little bit faster, so we'd just been past it, and it wouldn't be a factor.
Yeah, I think the blues were the issue there on his dial, because he was stressed. Let me look at their dial. Yeah, a 2 straight is their fastest blue. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see. Ooh, it's hard to say. Because if I was Blake here, I would. Let me look at one of their dials. So they don't have one banks. They have one hards and they have all the twos.
Okay.
Um, and do struts work on debris clouds? I don't remember. I thought they were only asteroids. But
They work on debris clouds.
they
They
do.
just don't work on gas clouds.
Okay. Um, so I would. Well, actually, those two on the end there, pink and is that black? I think that's pink and black over there. Black
Black
doesn't
has no
have the
struts,
struts, and white. White is the opposite corner.
which I
But
think
pink
should be
does, so I would see
honest.
pink getting up there.
So it's probably going to be linked barrel rolls. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting the best. Hmm. It's going to be very interesting here. We will see where everyone ends up. Because those ones in the front, they're not going to be able to, unless they just go straight with those, maybe try and get a block, something like a five
I mean, I would
forward.
laugh if he just stopped all of his ships right there.
I mean, he
It
very
would
well could
it
be.
wouldn't shock me.
Oh, just outside of range for that target lock. So that is going to be
But that does provide him with useful information.
absolutely, which means at best, Jax is taking 6 shots. All right. Who did we not share the live to?
Okay. So pink does have struts.
All right, so we see the 2 bank with struts there. Gonna flip those. All right, and I think that's a great position for pink to be in.
That is a good position.
Oh, he's gonna barrel
Okay.
roll off of it. Okay, maybe hedging against what if he goes fast forward? I don't think he would. That would be a terrible idea. And now, actually, if you get all those banks in there,
Oh,
ooh,
that was smooth.
that was very smooth. That's what
That is
happens when
a
you set your
pixel
ships
apart.
up.
My God,
Yeah,
I'm
set your
surprised that
ships
even
up
fit.
properly there. All right. Still waiting on Alamo Squadron to approve Idea Squad as a member. In case anyone listening is familiar with whoever the moderator is there. But I'll post it personally. All right. And again, I just want to shout out to big thank you for everyone out there watching us live. And don't forget to check out our past broadcasts up on YouTube. Watch some games. We got plenty of interesting games out there. Woof. Man, this formation flying here. It's impressive. You know what? I think I realized I just misspoke a moment ago when I said Jax has only taken 6 shots because that he hasn't moved yet.
Nope.
So unless he did just stop, then
Okay.
he's going to be taking some shots here. And those plasma torpedoes are no joke on those
He's
U-wings.
positioned these pretty well behind that debris field,
Mm-hmm.
kind of limiting the shots that are going to come back. At least.
Yeah, but it does also limit his offensive power as well.
Mm.
So, I mean, if he did the 1 banks and 2 banks, this is his ideal. Yep, there's a 1 bank.
Yep.
Gonna clear that strain that he picked up, grab a focus. We're probably gonna see a 1 bank from blue, a 2 bank. Yep, okay. I think, while not ideal, if Jax can take out 2 ships here before they get to shoot, that's gonna be just phenomenal. That's gonna be exactly what he wants. The downside is you're probably not going to take out a bomber, although it is risky, or it is at least
He could take out a bomber.
It's tempting to go for that. What is that? That red bomber to try and get it before it shoots off that plasma torpedo, because that's really the only thing you're scared of in this list right now.
Yeah.
Jan Ors.
All right.
Checking
So which ones have
for
the
a target
Discord?
lock.
So
Discords would be
and brown.
So this is their opportunity to launch those. Yep. He's
He's not
debating.
going to hit them with anything though.
No, but he'll put him out there, and if he can just get him in front of those ships, there's very little they can do to avoid it other than a stop.
I don't know if it's worth it.
All right, we'll get your
Just
hand out of there, Rob. Don't signal to them.
Yeah, no.
They're playing.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna launch it. Okay.
He's gonna do probably the 3 bank.
Absolutely. I don't know. It could clip yellow. Oh no, but it did hit red. Ooh, that's rough. Gotta put it on the front there.
Yeah.
Yep, they're just a little bit longer than a bomb token, so it allows that 3 to stretch out even farther.
But he didn't get off the combo, the kind of plasma discord combo, which is kind of what really hurts you.
All right, looks like he's gonna be range 3 into pink there. Rolling 3 dice. Then he's gonna have a nice follow-up shot with red. Oh, there's a pause here. Are they asking a question to each other?
I'm not sure.
Or are they trying to determine which one is which? Nope. All right. Maybe one of them just got a phone call or fell out of their chair. It happens.
The hot pockets are ready.
All right. Hit crit. Not a terrible roll. He's going to spend that lock. And I see him spending a focus here for hit crit.
That's a good starting roll.
All right, let's see what these green dice are doing. Not enough. That's going to be a hit crit going through onto pink. Let's see if it's a direct. And
direct hit.
Oh, man.
Just
look at that. Just one shot a ship. Now he has the option. He could take out 3 ships here. Wait, but while we're... Oh, wait. Why is our effect not working? Boom. There it is. All right. So, getting a Discord missile attached for killing a ship in one shot, I'd say that's pretty good. And that's not even your power shot. You have 2 shots into the pink bomber here. I think you shoot him at it.
Yeah, I think you take out that bomber.
Yeah, because if you can get it off the board before it shoots those plasmas, you're in business. And the fact that you've already taken a ship off the board is incredible. You can waste 3 shots. Oh, and he's doing it.
Yep.
All right, Jack's thinking it through. He's played the droid swarm. All right, hit crit. Not terrible. That bomber's going to be rolling 3 dice here. Or 2 dice, I'm sorry. They're a 1 agility ship. Are they? No, they're 2.
They're 2.
Yeah, so it's range 3. Oh, he's going to be dodging that one. All right. Well, that kind of balances out the curve there for taking a ship out in 1 shot. Looks like we have an unobstructed... Is that range 2 or 3 to that same bomber?
3.
3, okay. So you might as well take that shot because all your other shots are going to be obstructed. They're going to be rolling the same amount of dice.
It's the same.
I think he's checking to see, which ones have discords or which ones have other things. Yep, we're going to see him shoot at the bomber here.
His chances of killing it are pretty low, though, unfortunately.
Well, he is going to have there's a fully loaded attack right there, and we're about to see him bump up yellow shot afterwards to be 4 dice.
Be range 2.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. We're still going to see him bump this one to be a 4 dice attack using Janor's ability, unless he forgets his triggers. Oh, he did.
He didn't do it.
He did. Oh, that's the whole reason you brought Janors. He may be debating, maybe he's going to stop next turn. But, oh. All right, well, it is taking 1. And that one is the red bomber. All right, we're about to see some pain coming back the other direction. Let's see. You open up with those plasma torpedoes for sure onto yellow there. We'll see if yellow's dice can hold up. Oh, he's not. He's not going to open up with the plasma torp. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's trying to strip a focus first, if he can.
They're all range 3, so
yeah. I mean, you know the information based on the ranges that populated when Jax did his attack. So you have range 3 on the 4 back, the group of 4 in the back there. You have range 2 with your ones in the front, and then that guy back there is range 3. All right, 2 blanks. So, that's lucky for Jax. Almost as lucky as those natties a minute ago for the bomber. All right.
okay. Yeah, it looks like he's going to do the plasma.
Yep. Whoa. Oh, man. Spend that lock there. You're not getting another chance to...
You re-rolled all of them. Interesting. But, he can...
Well, he can
So he
make
can only
it
use
2.
1.
Yeah, so he can make it into 2. He's going to take that guy's... But if it... Ooh, it's going to hit. So that's going to be...
That's his shield's gone.
3 shields on yellow. Oh, I didn't name his. Or color code his. We'll call it this one. Give those colors. There we go. All right, what did that other one say? It rolled off the screen.
That's 2 hits.
2 hits, okay. It's going to be into yellow as well. All right, I'd say he's going to spend that focus and not take anything. All right, this one looks to be range 3.
This is still a pretty dangerous turn for Jackson.
Very much so. I mean, he's got 5 health, or 5 hull remaining on that ship. He is fairly protected from the rest of these shots, though, but God, not if he keeps rolling these just fire shots. So there's another one off. Yeah. All right, that's half points right there. That's going to be 24 points. Jax did pick up 22 from popping pink there. But, Oh, it looks like he might have caught range 2 on yellow there with this guy, even though it is obstructed. The next turn, though, will be very interesting. Because we're going to see some blocks here. Actually, the next turn, I would really think that we're going to see Jax Leia and stop everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another...
He gets to react to wherever he's going, and he's going to be one of, 2 hards, 2 banks, 2 forwards, blue for these things. Starlight.
For the vultures have 2 hards and 2, 3, and 4 straights are their blues. So vultures work in the 90-degree angle world.
Okay.
Man, he's just rolling great with these. Oof.
He's just getting whittled down. I bet this is what these guys do.
Yeah, it's the paper cuts there. Luckily, the ship with Leia is the green one there. So, that's the one that he has in the back.
the shielded ship still. So
Yeah, so that's going to be one shield off red there, where it turns 0 or initiative 0. Hmm. Yeah, I would be very surprised if Jax doesn't stop all of his ships here, which would actually explain why Jan Ors did not use her ability, because then she would have been stressed, um, and then preventing actions next turn.
yeah, that's true. Does telegraph what he's doing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Unless it because to us at first it came across as just uh, a miss trigger, so it very
Yeah.
well could be. Let me see here. It looks like we have. All right, looks like we have John Wayne joining us here in the commentators booth. So, John, how are you doing tonight?
Man, how are you guys?
Pretty
Doing
good.
pretty well. So, what do you think about the game so far?
Um, so doesn't look like X has pushed through a whole lot of damage. Oh, okay, he killed the ship. Um,
Yeah, he actually killed
I
that ship in one
almost
shot from range 3 from Jan Ors.
think, but nothing else besides that.
1 damage onto the pink bomber there.
Okay, I would almost want to see yellow go straight here, and get a bump so that not taking at least one shot.
Well, the problem with
What do
that
they
is
have to do?
the problem
He
with
needs
that
his
is that when
bombs.
you start to bump the list with more ships in it wins. 90% of the time if you get into a bump fest, because even if he bumps, which he'll be moving afterwards, so all of the other ships will be modified. Um, they're probably going to do 2 hards and calculates, because they have struts. They can fly right over that debris cloud. Possibly barrel rolls if they have the room. So they're going to be pushing through some pain for sure. You've got to
We're all
take another ship
stressed
off
already.
the board. Exactly. The 2 hards are blue.
That front left vulture, isn't gonna have anything.
That left one is still probably going to 2 hard and barrel roll, or calculate barrel roll, I would say.
Well, how if he's gonna be going through
Because
this
they
guy
have
out
struts.
here in formation?
I think he'll probably, if it was me, I would move the one that's out there on its own and don't circle ships on the board with your finger. We can see it. And they can see it too. Just move your green hand.
This guy.
Yeah, no, yeah. Don't signal to their game. Because they can see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just move your hand
I'm
off.
getting what
move
you're.
your hand
Okay,
off the
all
board.
right. I'm picking up. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
picking up what you're throwing
Gotcha,
down.
yeah. Because we don't want to interfere with their game.
Right,
Just
right.
like
Yeah,
in a real
yeah.
tournament,
I
you don't
got
want to
you.
walk up and point at stuff
And
like,
then-
oh,
yeah,
look,
yeah.
he can just do
I
a
didn't
1
know
hard
they
and
could
block
see
him
it.
off the
Okay,
board.
right,
and
right.
that sort of thing. But, they're going to be doing 2 hards on the majority of them, I would think. Even if, to say, those back 2 don't end up with a shot, because they'll get calculate sick and then be shared.
That's true, I guess. If
So there's the 2 hard, going to clear that stress. We're going to see a barrel roll towards red.
Yeah.
they
Linked
stop,
into... Yeah, they're going to stop, almost certainly.
what does that mean for the buzz droid?
It means that hopefully Jax can then kill 2 buzz droids before they get to shoot. But if dice keep going the way they were going, who knows?
Yeah.
In this situation,
But
I
if he
think I would
flips,
move blue
to fight,
first.
He's going to get rid of that swarm. Sorry, I'm going to move my finger.
Oh, yeah. The buzz
could,
droid swarm. Oh, okay.
Turn it off.
So, let's see here. He's not... Because he didn't land on it, he's not able to use his struts, correct? It's been so long since I've played. Oh no,
Yeah, you
that
have to
one's the
land
one
on
that
it.
didn't have struts. Is that one black? I think that one's black.
It's a 2 on the end. It's number 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see their numbers.
You sure you have to land on it? Doesn't it have to be an asteroid?
No, it looks like it can be either or. All right, so he's gonna fly through it too. Yeah, it must be that you have to land on
Asteroid
it.
or do
Yeah, but so clear distress, gain a stress. We're gonna clear it there. We're gonna see him. At this point, you might not even target lock. It's hard to tell with that angle. You may just calculate so that you can share it over to your buddies. He did land on it, so he's going to be able to remove that stress and take a calculate action. Going to flip his card there. It looks like they all actually spawned in the open position, and I don't think he went through and changed them all, but
Yeah.
it's so rare that you'll ever actually have to pay attention to whether they're open or closed. Really just if you land on it and then barrel roll off of it, you cannot immediately go back onto it your next turn because they need a chance to flip back over. All right, we're going to see a bump there and just a straight here. He's definitely going to be taking a target lock. I would imagine onto red.
Onto red.
Yeah, because you gotta try and strip those shields so that buzz droid is going to do some big damage.
Yep, he took a calculate.
Really? Okay, interesting. Yep, and we're just going to see a stop and focus from all of those using Leia.
Yep.
All right, so now this is what really matters, the dice. So those buzz droids are not going to relocate, but they are still touching. All right, here.
She'll be right back.
So, target priority. Oh, we're going to see another buzz droid launching, probably with a 3 hard. I mean, a 3 bank. All right, so that one's probably going to be easily avoided. So, not killer there, but it's one of those situations you got to launch it so you don't miss the opportunity here. I do think you're going to just ignore that pink bomber. You're going to shoot at something like the bumped ship where you have the nice juicy shots at it. If you need to use more than one ship, you can. And then I want to say ignore that pink bomber because it might not even have a shot this round.
I don't think it has a shot. I think you just ignore it.
Yeah, so there you go. We're going to see him take out. Not sure what color that one is, but it's one of the colors. Oh, Jan Ors. I don't think you spend that. Not for one. Well, looks like
one.
Yeah, you
Yes,
have another focus token, so. Nope, not going to matter. Ooh, that's rough. You almost wish you would have just target locked there to help his offensive.
Yeah, I did what that's the thing is like, do you want to just focus, play it safe, or do you want to target lock and try and make sure that you have a much better chance for killing something?
Well, he already had a focus token, so oof,
Okay,
there we go.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be a hit crit. Could pop this ship here.
If he is lucky. And he is.
He is. That's wow. Okay, 2 ships popped in 1 round. What which one is that? That one is the brown one. The colors don't come through great on the bases of them. All right, doesn't really matter what the crit is other than the fact that it's just out of the deck now. All right, we're going to see that guy's going to be gone. So now, do you shoot at I think you shoot at the one that's facing yellow.
Yeah, the bumped one.
No, that one's already dead.
Oh, okay.
The one that was on the outside before. I'm not sure which color that one actually is. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's the
there's really
blue
no
one.
wrong decision here. That looks like it's gonna be. That other one looks like it'd be an eyeball, so that's gonna be 2 if he spends it.
Yeah, spend it.
I don't know. I mean, you want to save that. Well, you don't have a torpedo coming at you, so you might as well.
Yeah. Only the gods will know what he decided.
Yep,
so
now you
it's
save.
been one.
All right, now it's time for yellow to decide. It doesn't matter if you shoot a bumped one or not.
Are we going to see the
He's
5
gonna.
dice? Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna see a 5 dice shot.
Which is going to be the
He's
bomber.
gonna go into the
Okay.
bomber. Okay, I mean, points wise, it's the right decision.
But don't you want to kill something that's potentially going to shoot
Oof.
you? Oh, 5. Oof.
Wow. Well, that's
I don't
a
know. I
dead
think
ship.
at this point you just want to get something off the board.
Yeah. And it's dead.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you just did.
Dang.
Yep.
That was not the average, but
But that was definitely well calculated.
Yeah.
You got lucky with
is
that.
that a direct hit? Was his extra dead?
Yeah.
All right. So even if he would have rolled slightly better, it might not have mattered. So that's 2 more ships off the board. You're probably going to lose yellow right here.
So he's got 1, 2.
Yeah, you almost wanted to see him
3
not shoot at the one that was bumping yellow and maybe shoot at blue and then the bomber. Just
I think
for the
you
fact
wanted the
of-
range one though, just for more dice and just kill something
Mhm.
because you're probably going to lose yellow any scenario this turn.
Well, but see, if he'd have taken off that guy right there that's shooting right now, then instead of just the one that was bumped, that's 1 less shot he's taken.
Yeah.
And you still do have 3 health left. There's a decent chance that you live through three shots here. He's gonna spend a calculate, I would say. All right, you still have 2 dice. No other mods though. It looks like he's not spending his calculate, so he's just gonna take 1. Interesting. I don't know why he didn't spend a calculate there. You're not taking any shots back. Whose shot are you trying to beef up?
Can he keep it for future turns,
No.
perhaps?
No, he can just share it to another shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
but I
maybe
mean,
he's
there's
trying
no
to go for a
guarantee
3
of-
dice shot. Like
Right.
right now, you can. Well, you don't even need to. It's a dead ship now, because he's rolling. Yep. Yeah, I think that was probably his theory, was save it for this shot that has a better chance of killing, or at least getting a full 3 dice shot.
Yeah, well, it worked out.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. We've seen that a lot so far this round, where dice were not happy and then they rebalanced out. So. All right. That's not going to do a lot. Oh, we are going to see him spend it here, because why not? Not going to matter there. And it looks like the yellow bomber is going to be your last ship to activate. Looks like a range 2 obstructed onto red. Red is going to take another shield at the end of this.
It's barely range 2.
I mean, it's halfway through his base.
No, if you look at the point where it actually touches his base and where range 3 is.
Oh, because it's coming on the side, you mean?
Yep.
I think that's just where it populates out.
So, what's he do here? Stops again?
Does it matter if you're the Trade Federation? Does it matter if you go through your own buzz droids?
Does
No.
not matter at all.
Okay.
However, if the red ship there was able to, it won't be, but if it was able to move to where the droids would overlap the debris cloud there, it could not be placed in the front. So it would then have to move to the back, and then would leave when it moved again. So it looks like Jax did take a damage there with that obstructed shot, and then took the damage for the buzz droids. So all shields are gone on red. Altogether, we are really close. I mean, this game could swing, with just 1 damage more to red. We got half points on red. We're back just about even on points. But this is where the pilot skill in Jack's list is able to do a lot of work. So I don't think we're going to see a stop here. I think we'll see, because there's no benefit to it. There's no reason that you don't want to bump, because you can bump right now, and it doesn't matter, especially when it's versus bump or take stress. Either way, you don't get an action. Why give yourself a stress token? I think we'll just see 1 bank, maybe a 1 straight from green, and then Jan Ors. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, a 1 straight. And Jan Ors probably isn't even going to bump, and is going to be able to hopefully grab a target lock. Because these droids are fairly limited on their actions that they can do. Looks like the one in the middle there that's next to the bumped one is on that rock, so it's just going to pivot probably.
Yeah, Janors is going to need to do some work this turn. And
Janor's already
none
popped
of
a ship in
Jax's
one
other
shot.
shots. Yeah. 4 dice up the front. That's pretty good. Focus target lock.
Well, that was 3
right?
dice. No, Janor's doesn't affect itself.
No. But if you're at range 1, which...
Oh, yeah. This next turn you probably will be. And you'll still get to boost up another shot to probably 5 dice. We'll see if green gets
probably with no mods though. I don't know if Jackson's ships are gonna get any kind of actions.
I would say red and green are not, and depending on where red gets bumped, Jan Ors is probably going to be safe to do a one forward unless it gets bumped right about where it is now.
Where it is right now.
And in order to do that, blue would have to then, what's actually not a terrible move is just a 2 hard blue into red. That way ensuring it doesn't move.
So depending on what happens with Jan, she may end up getting that Discord missile.
No, because, well, I guess yes. If red moves through it, the option to relocate it then moves to the back. But then, actually, no, I don't think it does. Right? Because you can't relocate it under another ship during your relocation. It has to fit or not fit, I think.
Wise.
Discord missiles, man, they're just all sorts of craziness. If anyone out there in the chat knows, feel free to type us a message. But I believe that when red goes over it, it will have to be relocated. But it cannot be relocated somewhere it doesn't fit. They are definitely the most complicated thing that FFG has ever made.
Right. So if that blue squadron scout bumps, then that has to move to the back, correct?
No, it doesn't have to move to the back because it ignores its own ships.
No, not like that. When it's placing, it has to be able to go on the front or the back, and if they have a ship there, it can't go underneath. You remember the system open? This is something that came up where somebody was placing it under their own ships, even though their ships were there when it was hitting people.
Interesting. Because I know once it's placed, your ships can fly onto it.
Right, but if he moves and bumps, then it can no longer fit on the front because there's a ship there, right? So then it has to move to the back.
I don't know.
Yeah. See,
All
Hollywood
right,
Tanker
so
agrees with me. This man knows what he's
after-
talking about.
Here you go. After an enemy's ship overlaps or moves through Buzz Droid Swarm, the Swarm's controlling player relocates it by assigning the tab to the ship's front or rear. This ship is at range 0 of the Swarm. The Swarm cannot be aligned to a set of the ship's guides. If doing so would cause it to overlap an object. And I think ships are objects, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. If the Swarm cannot be placed at a chosen set of guides, its controlling player must align them to the other ship's guides. If it cannot be aligned to the other set, the Swarm and the enemy ship that overlapped or moved through each suffer 1 damage, meaning the Buzz Droids would be destroyed and the ship would take a damage. Ooh, but it looks like they're going to fit there, which is actually not
now,
the worst thing in the
if
world.
Jan goes, Jan's going to go onto it, more than likely, right?
Yeah. Yes, but they'll be relocated to the back, which is the only place they could fit, which means Jan will take a shield from the ordeal, but then we'll leave them behind when it goes again. As long as it doesn't
Which
get
is the
bumped.
best case scenario for him.
Yeah,
for Jax.
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
there we
she
go.
did. I don't.
Thank you, Hollywood Tanker, for correcting
There
us,
you go.
and thank you for FFG for putting it at the very last page of the rules reference. I appreciate that, so I had to scroll through every single page. All right, so we have just over 13 minutes left here.
Jan.
Plus,
He can only take, what, 1, maybe 2 shots?
all right, ooh, we might see... This one's going to go 3 straight. Well, there's really no way to...
It can't go anywhere, and you can't have them both attached to the... It's not going to work.
Correct. Yeah, it's not going to work
So
there,
it's
but
just
I
gonna
think it
take a
still
damage.
takes a damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just, you know...
Damage is the damage. Right?
And that's all it cost you was a focus token, so there you go, or a calculate token, so there you go. And that's half points on that ship, and we're a lot closer to being tied up. All right, Jan, what are you gonna do here? Yep, there you go. All right, we got range 1 here with a focus
4
token.
dice moldy goat.
Ooh, man, that is probably gonna be another droid dead here. We'll see though. Just all you need is 1 blank. And there it is. The 2 blanks. Okay. Wow. Jan Orr's out for blood. All right. Which one is that though? That is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, just for fun. Let's use all the cards in the deck. All right, and that is black. All right. Uh-oh.
That's weird.
Yeah, you gotta just right-click and go back to the spot there. I think they were moving it so that they didn't get confused.
So his next
or
shot
actually,
needs to be on
Jan Orr's is a
blue.
3, so it is the time that ship gets removed. All right. Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter who you're shooting at here. You definitely don't waste a shot on white because it's bumping. So it's not even going to get a shot.
I would have thought you'd want to go for the blue one to eliminate it getting any shots on red.
I mean, it's not going to kill red. Red has 4 hull.
Red's going to take 2 shots if he doesn't kill one of those. Okay.
So he is going to go for blue. Oof, man, a focus would have been great right there.
Yeah. Hey.
But it does, well, unless he spends a
That already spends it. Yeah.
He is. He's going to spend it. So
spending on a defense is going to make it very hard for him to kill red. Same target.
All right, he got nice. 3 there. 2 blanks, and we see another dead. Oh, he does have 1 to spend, though.
Spend it.
Okay, so that is, what is that, blue?
Yep.
Jax picking up another 10 points. And having a ship out there with 1 hull. So if blue next turn can actually block red to not move, and Jan Ors doesn't move, then Jan Ors will take another damage from those discords, which I think is probably the best situation for Blake. All right, we got one hit. Oh, a couple of blanks here. That's red taking one more damage. And probably going to be taking one more shot. But now we got green, so Blake having to split fire. Man, this game all is coming down to these dice rolls. Jax's... That first round, it was iffy which way it would go. But Jax's dice kind of warmed up, and then the green dice let down on one side, and then they let down on the other. We're going to see one damage on the green there. All right. And we're probably going to see a shot. Well, we might see a shot into green here, trying to get it closer to half points. You got to push 3 damage through, which you're probably not going to do. Well, you can't do with a range 2 shot. So we're going to see a range 1 shot here into green. And that's going to be 1 hit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Blake.
And 1 evade there, so no damage there. All right, so while they're going back to setting the dials, we want to again take this moment to remind everyone, please like, follow, subscribe. Find us on Facebook under Idea Squad. Find us on YouTube. We greatly appreciate all the support that you guys are giving us, allowing us the resources to be able to bring you better content, more animations and stuff, better prize support for upcoming events. So, and thank you again to the guys of the 5112 out of Austin for putting this whole Corona Cup together. It's been a lot of fun, even though I am definitely out of the cut for sure now. And let's see, so are you, right, Rob? Yeah, I think he is. He's just too ashamed to say it. But we greatly appreciate you guys putting it together. And also, if you're an Amazon Prime member, please Prime subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it throws us about $2.50 per subscriber. You can do that every month. We're going to be doing our best, especially during these crazy times, to bring you as much X-Wing content as we can. We have the Corona Cup that's going to be going for the next few weeks. Then after that, it's going to be our Idea Squad TTS Summer League. So please check out our Facebook for more info. Check out the 512 podcast. I was a guest there last week, and we talked about it there. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask us. If you're an artist and would like to help design some of the prizes and alt arts, we would love that. We want to support the community and help each other out. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. You can find the link on our Facebook page. So it looks like they're about set here. Let's see. Leia has one more turn to be charged. And we got 4 ships on Blake's side of the board. One of them with 1 health. Ooh. I am not seeing Blake coming back from this one. You know, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'd say it's going to be...
It's tough for him.
So there is the block to get that extra shield off of Jan Ors, because Jan Ors did take that last one. Ooh, that ship may still get a shot. We'll see, though, if that's something that Jax was expecting, was that block, and maybe did something like hop over blue entirely.
It's possible that he's going to try and reset and kind of get a bit of distance, turn around with his stops.
Yeah, I don't think you need to as much here. If you're going to do this bump train, like, sure, you're going to lose, some health on Jan Ors here, but if you can take down a ship or 2, like right now, that bomber's I think it's in range 1 of at least 2 of your ships, and the other ones are splitting fire.
Just take a target lock and stick it on Jan. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the move.
Jan is out of focus. Oh, okay. So we did see a GTFO kind of move here. So I wonder, do you pick up a target lock here? I guess that's one way to do it. Yeah. Because that thing has its target lock on Jan Ors.
So
Oh,
this
that
next
one's
turn
going
you're
to
going to see
stop.
him flip around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're setting up for your next turn with Leia. Ooh, Jan Ors. If we're going to see a target lock here,
Not
no
the worst
focus, just to
position.
be a
He can
safe.
take out that bomber.
Yeah, you can take out that bomber with 2
Could be at
shots.
range 1, so he's not going to get plasmid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The 1 was definitely safer than the 2 because you had the room from where your ship was taking up space before. So we're going to see 2... Actually, we're going to see a 4-dice shot and probably a 5-dice shot into that bomber.
Yeah, he needs to take it out.
Yeah. You still have to deal with 2 incoming shots. You know, I'm not actually sure I would have shot at the... Well, I guess so. You got to take out that bomber.
Yeah. So
Well, there's
that's
2
good.
damage into the bomber. All right, no shot with red there. And now another range 1 shot. Well, if he's planning on using Leia next turn, do you... Yep, okay, so he is going to do it. He's going to pop that stress off on there. Whoa.
That's good.
And I think that one shows a blank, so that's going to be 4. You got 3 health left. He's rolling 2 dice. 1 blank will kill it. And there... Oh, man.
Yeah.
These CIS ships, when it comes up against 3 dice primaries, especially at range 1, that is not happy news for him. Jan Ors is in a dangerous position here with 2 range 1 shots coming in. It looks like that calculate on, was that white down
She has
there?
5 health. I think she'll be fine. I don't see her getting killed this turn with 5 health left.
Definitely not likely. But, you know, with the way we've seen these dice go, it can go either way.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. Now it's really just going to be a game of points for Blake. There's really nothing you can do in this situation to win.
His discords are out of the picture. His heavy hitter's gone.
Mm-hmm. He may be in range to spend that focus from white there. He's checking. Ooh, I think I see a pixel popping through. So he's gonna spend it.
Definitely.
When you have a crit there, you gotta go for it. Looks like it's not gonna go through. Got Jan just taking a shield there. You do have another range 1 shot coming into Jan. Probably getting those half points right here. Yep. Range 1. Gonna be 3 dice from that blue ship with the 1 health remaining. Well, looks like 1. Let's see if... Nope, Jan Ors is safe there. All right, so here we're gonna see Leia getting popped and a couple of stops for sure. So I don't see anything else making sense. We're probably gonna see a stop and rotate. Red's just gonna turn around with a 180, and green will determine which way it wants to turn after seeing where the PS1 ships have moved.
Yeah, he's probably just going to do a 2 forward with Jan, focus rotate.
Oh, I wouldn't do a 2 forward with Jan at all. I would just stop with Jan. Because it'll be white.
Why?
You can stop and rotate rather than move.
Yeah, but he's stressed.
Oh, he is stressed. That's right. That's right.
5 extra dice.
Yeah, just get Jan out of there and use the ability. We may see whichever one is bumped into green right now do a 2 hard to the right, kind of chasing after red. But there's just not a lot.
2K from blue.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. Maybe seeing a K or a... They have the talons, right, too, with white.
No, I don't think a 2 would... I think a 2 would clear.
I think so, because diagonally you have 1.5 bases. So a 2K
For the talon,
would fit.
yes.
but we will see here very short. There's Leia activating. Man, this is just, it's quite the bloodbath here, or oil bath, if you will.
So we've talked about how Jax's dice have been really hot.
His offensive dice have been pretty strong.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they've just spiked, and that's the key. Rather than being consistent with, average rolls, they've had, 1 hit from 4 dice and then 4 hits from 4 dice. So I wouldn't say it's fair to necessarily call them hot, but they're spiking for sure.
Which is really what you need against CIS.
Absolutely, yeah. If you roll the average amount, it takes you 3 or 4 shots to kill a ship. Whereas if you don't, then you can kill a ship with 1 shot and then shoot at another ship twice more and do nothing. So we're gonna see a rotate.
So right now
90
he's just
degrees
trying
to the
to
left.
finish off red.
Yeah,
just get those points.
Which I doubt it will live to see killing red, because it's going to be taking 2 range 1 shots to the face, possibly 2, maybe just 1. Because there's that one.
Yeah, it's going to reduce his agility though.
Well, but I don't think he'll be getting shot at a lot. Because green has options to shoot if they can. Oh yeah, Janors is going to take out white probably with its only shot there.
Really good bump.
Yeah, that was an excellent bump. I mean, you have 3 range 1 shots there. It looks like green has what are we calling that? The white one up there in range 1 as well. And then the blue one with just the 1 health left. Oh, wow! Look at that. Okay. Well, there's your shot from Janors. Let's see if Janors can pop yet another ship.
There's been money this game.
So there, you're gonna see a spend here to survive. Taking 2 dice. And that one is green.
Oh, look, he's run out of damage cards.
In this situation, you just grab another damage deck. Because when 2 of your ships at 1 health remaining, the crits don't matter there. The real question is, do you finish off white? Yeah, I guess you do. Because it's your range 1 shot. And it's dead.
I'm surprised he didn't...
There's no need to bump that shot up. What you're going to want to bump up is your next shot here.
The range 2.
They're debating on how to do it. Sure, there you go. It doesn't really matter at this point. You can just take the ship off the board. What you're supposed to do in a real life game is you take all the cards from all of your dead ships and you shuffle them up and make a new extended damage deck. But that is green off the board. It does kind of matter when you have 1 ship that can take crits. It happened to be a direct hit that was put back in there. That's great. All right, so now we're going to see a pumped up shot from green into blue. Oh, you might not even pump this shot up. I mean, yep, why not, right? You're going to win this game. Let's try and end it without any risk. Well, that'll do it. Blue is dead too. We have 1 full health vulture versus 3 ships that are in position to form a pincer around it next turn. We are all but done with this game here. I want to remind everybody that we have another game coming up at 8 o'clock. So if this game finishes up, we'll do some player interviews afterwards, and then we will we'll go ahead and hop into that next game once it gets loaded up. We'll probably leave the stream live on kind of an intermission screen. Feel free to hang out with chat or just check back in at about 8 o'clock, 8:05. We should be ready to go with that next one. And that one will be an international game as well. All right, they're still figuring out the damage cards. Let me go actually hop over in there and let them know that they have
Are you
2
able
turns
to
left.
check on the? I'm not sure what kind of utilities you have, but for dropped frames or anything for OBS or
Yeah,
whatever you're using to
it'll
stream.
tell. Yeah. One second, let me hop
So
over
much.
there. So guys, just want to let you know your timer's up. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We just
2
talked
rounds
about
left.
it.
Yeah, not
If
sure
you've
it'll
got 2
matter.
rounds to kill red, he can do it.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Points matter.
Well,
All right.
we'll be back here in 2 rounds if it lasts that long.
Cool.
All right.
All right, they're in good spirits. With flying these kind of lists, sometimes you just think, well, okay, I did what I did and it didn't work. Rob, sorry I didn't hear what you were saying before, but we did have a couple sections of dropped frames. Looks like we had about 13% over the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just saying I was watching the stream and it was kind of a bit choppy.
Well, it's another reason why we record the games as well, so that when we'll go ahead and put in some animations and stuff too in the YouTube, and then put it up on YouTube, so you can definitely check it out there if there was something you missed.
Ladies.
I did get a cool Vader one and a couple of X-wings coming in and shooting at stuff. So, just be on the lookout for new and exciting stuff coming in. Yeah, it looks like we're dropping more frames again, 14%. So I may have to restart the OBS between the games, so we may end up cutting the stream and then coming back to it. All right, so, oops. If you're Jax here, I think you just 1 straight with green and bump, and maybe you 1 bank with red, and just kind of keep your options
Stream
open.
is actually really far behind.
Yeah. So the stream should automatically buffer and then figure or finish back up or catch back up eventually. Let me see what it says on the Twitch. Oh yeah, that's really far behind. Yep, and that is the downside with playing an internet-based game, is that internet connections are not always as stable as they need to
Surprised
be.
they went so fast. I would have probably just done a 1 forward with the red.
I think he wanted to get that bank in there to. But he did a 3 bank.
Yeah, just smash right into
I think that was the defense mechanism of, all right, you're not going to kill red now.
Yeah, that is one thing. Yeah. You're not
because
gonna
I
get a
don't have
lucky
that.
shot on
I don't
me.
have that updated at all. Red has 4 damage cards on it. Is that
Yeah, 4.
correct?
Yep.
So it has what?
We need a judge. Which ship did it bump?
Rob, go ahead and
Should have
zoom in
stayed
there.
chat. But he's now touching. So which one was it? This was Blue Squadron Scouts.
Yes. Is
Yeah.
it touching
But
Jan
it's
Ors?
now
Or is it...
touching Jan Ors.
The
Oh, it says
corner
it in
is
the chat box.
touching red.
No,
Subs
well,
are
you have to
touching
look at what the
Janor.
chat says. It's whatever the chat says is whatever TTS determines.
Yeah.
So the chat is the ultimate judge.
He's gone. He's not
Does-
listening to you.
And
Oh, well, go over to them and tell them.
No, I think he heard enough.
Okay.
He just heard. I got chat.
Yeah, the visualizations on TTS do not matter. It's all about what the actual programming says.
You should do a focus rotate, right?
Well, I guess his turret is actually on white over there right now. I'll help him out here.
Those
There you
turret
go.
droids.
Yeah. Oh, he actually can focus rotate though, right? That is one of his linked actions. So yeah, we'll probably see that then.
Why
Nope.
didn't he turret?
I think he's just like, you know what, this game's over here. Especially now with being able to do that. Oh well, only 1 there.
Watch
No
this.
focus token. Watch it live through here and then
Yeah, and kill
somehow
red.
pop Jan Ors. Oh yeah, it'll should pop Jan Ors. Or put pop red. There's 1 evade.
Looking
All
pop.
right,
come back.
All right,
Okay,
Jan Ors
so
gonna bump
it's-
up 5 dice here. Can I get a damage update on red? Does red have 1 health left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That was not updated in the stream. And it's dead. All right. All of that for just the fact of, all right, your ship died. Man.
I would have liked to have seen him kill red. Just as a
yeah.
spiteful
You always just
spin
kind of
on
want him
things.
like, I want the game to be close. You hate it to be a blowout like that. But either way, you know, a couple of interesting lists, some exciting stuff going on, and dice just swinging up and down. And at the end, you know, Blake's green dice just did not do enough to hold out, especially against those massive red dice shots. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and hop over to their channel, and we'll do some after game interviews. Rob, if you want to do Jax, and John, if you want to do Blake.
Get in.
He's not speaking biblically.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Great game. Looked to be there was a lot of dice rolling that really swung this game one way and then back the other way in the start, and then then it just kind of held out more on one side than the other. So we're gonna have yeah, there's John. John, if you want to go ahead and interview Blake with the post game, and then Rob, if you follow up with Jax, and I'll be back shortly.
How on earth do I do that?
You just ask him awkward questions. Yeah.
You just talk to him.
I don't know.
About his strategy.
How do you get to his channel or whatever?
You're in it right now.
Oh, am I?
Old man, you're in the channel.
I didn't know he was in our channel. You guys said go to their channel.
These computers.
All right, John.
Don't be
we're waiting
shy.
on you.
Go for it.
Right now?
Get in there. Speed dating. Go.
Even on. Okay.
Rob.
Yes.
Never mind. All right, go, John. You got this.
You got this.
All right. So just looking at Jackson's list, reuse and Janwars, what did you think maybe that your probability was at the beginning of the game? Did you want to joust? Did you want to do a lot of bumping?
I was going for sort of bumping, but also like in that first engagement, I was mostly just like he's either gonna stop or he's gonna go, and I wanted to be in a decent position for either, and so that's why I turned right at that debris that kind of got in the way towards the right in the next round. But yeah, it was I didn't really want to open joust because of the initiative killing. Droids tend to, you lose one in a round, sure, whatever, but you lose a couple in a round or you lose them consecutively and it gets really bad really quick. So was trying to get just arcs on somebody.
Yeah, of course. How aware sort of were you of the Leia breaks? Because that seems to come off huge. Get him some mods maybe when you were planning on trying to bump, but it doesn't matter because he stops and it's white and he gets actions.
Right.
Which did that play into your approach?
Well, yeah, it's definitely one of those things that you feel like you kind of like, well, it's gonna happen, like kind of no matter what I do. So I was trying to, get turns on the droids, and the two blue is fantastic, and trying to just get calculates on the board at all. But once they start stopping, it's kind of difficult to come back from.
Indeed, yeah. Really on that one. So thanks for playing with us. Thanks for playing on stream. Sorry it didn't go your way. But good luck to you in the rest of the tournament, man.
Well, thanks, and thanks for thanks for hosting all this stuff. It's really cool that people are like, coming together from far away over all this crap.
Absolutely, yeah. Shout out to 512 for hosting this. And it's cool because in our next game, we have an international, right? So we have someone from Austria playing. So yeah, this is really really a great event that they've together. And I think this will be something that you see more often now that this potential for a TTS tournament has sort of been explored. I think
Yeah.
we'll see more of this. Anyway, so yeah, trying to
Great.
see the silver lining there.
Yeah, well, thanks again, y'all, and I'll definitely give a follow or something.
All
Hey,
right,
Blake,
thank you,
so
man.
much, man.
Have
Take
a
care,
good
man.
one. Good game.
Well, Jackson, I'm not going to give a shout out to the 512 because they keep beating me. You know, I'm quite bitter about this, but it's my own damn fault. Anyway, the winner, Jax. I know you had some concerns about this list. You switched up from your Lando Dash
I did.
to this. And why did you do that?
I was having fun with Lando Dash, but I mean, at the end of the day, it was that I felt like it was so variance dependent. Like you only have 3 shots, you have 2 ships to count on. And if your shots aren't counting at all, like it doesn't, I don't know. It was fun, but it also just suffered to lists that can pound the low agility, big base
Yeah.
ships. So I was having fun with that. That's why I originally flew it. And this list, I wanted to try a different variation of like a little, U-wing beef. And I've flown, I did at the Texas Galactic Open, 3 U-wings with AP5, and they all had Perceptive Co-Pilot and Janors, and all my U-wings could focus evade every turn. And it was silliness and fun. But I was like, well, what happens if I went a more offensive U-wing beef?
Right.
And I brought Janors, and I just throw lots of dice. And I mean, it paid off. I mean, I got to throw lots of dice.
It did, and against a list like this, you want that spike to be able to just knock something out. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter. If you can get 4 or 5 hits, doesn't matter what they roll. That's what you ideally want on a swarmy, fragile list.
Precisely. And, the nice thing about having played a triple U-wing type list before is like my opening is something I've practiced. So
Yeah.
I was able to utilize my opening, which set them all up in a way where Leia's the furthest one away. So, he naturally picked to shoot yellow, which is just only worth 43 points. So I wasn't too concerned. But yeah, starting in the opening, getting Jan to just one pop one and then not do any damage, I was like, oh man, I might be in trouble here.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be in trouble, but then the next turn, that's why I didn't use Jan Orts the first turn. I'd kind of forgotten her, but then I was like, well, wait, if I used her and I stop, I can't use her
Yeah.
the next
See,
turn.
we weren't sure if you'd forgotten or if you're like pro and thinking a whole turn ahead.
I to the last ship, I had forgotten, and then I was like, wait, if I use it right now, then it's like next turn range 1 5 dice shots, I can't use it. So I mean, it
How
was
many points is
in
Jan?
between.
How much of your list is she?
Oh shoot, let me look.
Probably like 60 points.
64.
Okay.
She's
I
64
mean, she
points.
she did put in work. She definitely. I feel like for the investment, I feel like she definitely works for you.
Sorry, one of my kids came in. What was the question?
That wasn't a question. I was
Oh,
just saying.
I didn't
Jen
hear the end.
was the bomb, yo.
Yeah, she was. She was really good. And just these U-wings getting to like, it's so predictable. But I mean, when you play it right, I mean, what can you
Yeah.
do?
On some
You
of these
know,
things, it's like a defender being predictable. Like, well, that's what it's going to do, but that's the best move. It doesn't matter if it's predictable if you can't do anything about it.
about the only
Right.
unpredictable thing I felt like I did the whole game with, I took red up here to turn around. I was like, well, red could die. I could save some points.
Yeah.
Let's throw red out of the fight. Next turn I get Leia, I can turn around and start shooting, and I'll have a target lock and it'll be better. But then my other 2 ships just said goodbye, bomber, so
Yeah.
it didn't
That was-
matter.
Well, congratulations. Are you still in the runnings with this score?
Yeah, he's definitely still in the running.
Yeah.
He could do it if he does well in his final game. There will be 3
So all our hopes
4-1s
are
make it.
on you now, buddy.
Yes, they are. No pressure. Idea Squad on top.
That's how it
maybe?
was at a system open.
idea squad bottom feeders.
Yeah. Well, at least none of us are going to get last place, but we're not going to be first in the cut. That's for sure.
I don't know. We'll see. I just got good MOV on this game.
Well, there will be one undefeated guy. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who is
You
that so
undefeated,
far?
Jax?
No, he lost a game.
I've lost
Ah.
one game. That's partially why I switched. But I mean, we'll see how this last game I play goes. I'm
Mhm.
expecting to lose 50 MOV minimum or whatever around.
Yeah.
This one about as good as I could have hoped MOV wise. My two highest MOV ships ending up not losing points, and my two lowest being the ones that I lost points from. So
Yep.
we shall see.
All right. Well,
Well
again,
done.
thank you for
Congratulations.
being on stream. Thank you guys for playing. Thank the 512 for putting this whole thing on. Stay tuned. We're actually gonna end the stream and restart it here because we got some technical issues causing the stream to drop a lot of frames. But if you're watching this on YouTube later, that won't really affect you at all. So we're gonna get ready, get our next game all set up, and join us back here about 8 o'clock for the next game, and that will be the international game versus Aaron and Andreas. So it should be good. All right.
You can't stop me, Rob.
And we'll do a little outro.